Oh, aloha. Can you hear me now? Aloha, Beth. Aloha, Deanne. Aloha, Janine Barnes. So, yeah, I was trying to communicate with JS more about coming on to give us a little more in-depth look at this deck. But unfortunately, our emails seem to have been like not getting through every time. And I'm wondering if he missed my last couple emails with the link and like the time and everything. So we'll see. If he shows up, that's great. But I'm flying solo apparently. Aloha, Nancy. So one thing I wanted to show you before I turned on the other camera, so I could actually show this to you, is the cloth that came with the deck is more like, I mean, have you ever seen such a big cloth? Hello. I mean, wow. Let me fold it in half. That's all I really need is about half. It's huge, huge cloth. Probably pretty cool though. Let's see. So let me get my card camera up. Let's see. There's lots of background noise here. Don't mind me. So let's see. Beth says she would wear it as a scarf. Yeah, definitely. It is a bit of a thicker cloth, though. Yeah, so kind of a synthetic, I would say. I don't know. It'd be good as a tablecloth. That's what I was thinking, like a table runner. Aloha Moonscare, welcome. So, Twilight of the Gods Tarot. I backed this on Kickstarter. Comes with, so the cloth, remember, it's gorgeous inside the box. The cloth is a mirror of the back. We have a small book, but the images are actually full color, which is cool. This deck is interesting because it has an extra arcana called the Elder Arcana here at the back. It's an extra 21 cards, I believe. And it's the Flight of the Magpie. So you'll see a magpie in each one of these. Be interesting to see them all. Okay, let's get started with looking at the cards. I have not shuffled this deck. This is in the order I received it in. I have kind of gone through it once, I will admit. But I wanted to leave it in order because it was in this very specific order. But let me switch. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can zoom in with that camera. Whoa, okay. Not that one. That's too wide. I guess we'll just stick with a regular back camera, and I will flip myself back over here so you guys don't get seasick while I adjust. Maybe that should be good. Did anyone else back this deck? Buddha. Hey, Buddha, leave him alone. Frank. Hey. Oh my goodness. Animal drama. The puppy's attacking the blind cat, of course. Let me lower this light so we don't have that shine on there. That should be better. Aloha, Betsy. Welcome. So we have the Fool as Pan. As far as I can tell, this deck is Greek god orientated, and the Elder Arcana is kind of tied to the journey of Odysseus. So we have, all right, so we start with the Fool, and then we have Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. That looks very, you know what? I think the minors are, this is probably Arthurian or Celtic, right? Got Egyptian. Oh, here's the Celtic with the, so this must be like Roman. The Norse. No. And here we have the Magician. Kind of like Merlin, doesn't it? All right, I didn't show you guys the sides. This beautiful red, very shiny. No, Betsy, I have not sewn the Hierophant. So this is set in order. So all the aces are tied in with the Magician, right? Then we have the High Priestess, who is Medusa. And then we have the twos. So we have the 2 cups. The cups are Greek. That's what. Then we have the pentacles, which are Egyptian. The swords, which are Norse. No, no. The swords were Celtic, and the wands were Norse. And here's the Empress. And the 3s. So it is very interesting how they, this is how the deck came. So I like that it's presented this way. It's a reminder that, yes, when you're looking at the 4s, right, we're also looking at the Emperor. That's security. Right? And then here's the Hierophant. That's a very cool Hierophant. The artist, please put any questions you might have in full caps, because it's just me flying solo today. She is from Slovakia. There's a little blurb about her in the book. And her name is Janka. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Aloha, Peter. Aloha, Viviani. Cups. Kind of rushed through the forest, didn't I? Sorry about that. If you want me to, I can run back to the fun deck. Look, isn't that so appropriate? Five of Wands, and you have a Loki figure kind of egging on the conflict. Oh, so Betsy saw a deck that had Chiron as the Hierophant. Oh, that's a cool idea. And now she's on a mission. Did you not get the name of the deck when you saw the image? Maybe you could do like if you still have the image, do an image search on Google. Yep, the lovers, it's like elves. I'm curious to know who these lovers are. Let's see, this one, our lover's card is the haunting tale of Oisin, the great bard and Fianna warrior, who fell in love with Naima, a fairy princess. Their love is immediate and profound, and yet if Oisin follows Naima into Tirnanog, he will lose 300 years in the mortal world. This is a choice he must make, and his decision will shape forever his lot in life. Ooh, I like that. Peter says that the borders really fit the imagery. It's true. I agree. And we have snowy owl on one side and crow or raven on the other. I love the lovers, right, is tied to the Six of Cups, which is something not a lot of people remember. The lovers are part of Six of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Poseidon for the Chariot. The Chariot, again, tied to the seventh. Something that even I sometimes forget to think about during a reading is like what major the minors are actually connected to. Oh, interesting. Peter woke up with 2 snowy owls in his dream this morning. Very cool. Seven of Wands. I'm getting into the 8, which, remember, connected to strength. It takes strength to walk away. It takes strength to keep practicing. It takes strength to break out of your thought patterns that drive you and keep you trapped. It takes strength to throw something far. Right? That's gorgeous strength. And then one thing that I remember with the 9 is connected to the Hermit, right? So if you think about it, all the 9s is a single figure by themselves, right? No snail. I always think that's a missed opportunity when they don't put the snail in. Aloha, Deanne. Hello, Gerald. I was meaning to say hello, Gerald, and I was reading Deanne's comment at the same time, so I said aloha, Deanne. Aloha, Gerald. Yes, the borders work with the images, Gerald says. And then Deanne apparently was talking about something about how the 2 of Swords being the little sister of the High Priestess. Yes. And Beth agrees with me that 9 of Pentacles needs the snail. It's so important to the meaning of the card. Very interesting, Hermit. I look forward to reading the myths in the book. But, I mean, the write-ups are not that long, so it's going to be a quick read. So it means the 10s are all connected to the wheel. And again, it's just a pet peeve of mine when the 10 of Pentacles has pentacles laying around, but it's not the tree of life. It's kind of like another missed opportunity. But like I said, that's just me, particular. This is a very cool Wheel of Fortune. Then we have Justice, right, which is tied to the pages, or in this case, the princesses. She looks, the Princess of Cups is very ghostly here. Princess of Pentacles, Princess of Swords. Ooh, I think she's the Morgan. And Princess of Wands. And then Prince instead of Knight. Prince of Cups, Prince of Pentacles, Prince of Swords, Prince of Wands. And the princes are all connected to the Hanged Man. It is pretty much an RWS system, Peter, except that it has an extra 21 Elder Arcana at the end, which is, so this is, I thought this was Greek-based, but apparently it's very European god-based, because we get like Celtic, Greek, Norse, and then of course the Egyptian. Very cool death. I like this death card. Which is another reminder. The queens are connected to death. And the Empress, of course. Is a very powerful Queen of Swords. I really like this Queen of Wands. Freya. I think all the court images are gods. King of Cups. Pentacles. Swords, King of Wands, Temperance. The kings are connected to Temperance. Yeah. So yes, Beth, they are probably about Oracle-sized cards, I'd say. They are fairly flexible, and they are, semi-gloss. They're not very thick, so I think they'll be great for riffle shuffling. Not so sure how well the gilding's gonna hold up because the cards are. And this is interesting. They went with a Chrononus like figure for the devil. But if you notice, he's trapped in the tree. So, not the devil, not a Chrononus. That's interesting. Tower. Star. See, and now we're getting the rest of the major arcana. We've already gone through all the minors. This is a very interesting image here. He's turning into a raven. Beautiful sun card. I like that Anubis is judgment. It's cool. We got the Ouroboros for the world. And now we get into the extra 21. I'm guessing it's meant to just be shuffled in, or you could keep it aside as like a separate oracle, maybe. I usually, if something comes with extra cards, I tend to just shuffle them right into the deck. Yes, this will be a 99 card tarot deck. So we start with the primeval forest, and we have a green man and a green woman coming out of the tree. Fairies. We have the sacred grove. Equinox with looks like Hecate. Cassiopeia. Remember, this is, I believe this is based around Odysseus's Odyssey. We have Sisyphus. Solstice. Another nod to Crononus or Herne the Hunter. Maybe Herne the Hunter. The portal. The Colossus. This talks about the impermanence of things. We have the labyrinth. The wasteland. This is tied into, as you can see, with the water level up here, the fall of Atlantis. The quest. So here's Odysseus on his ship looking for the golden fleece and all that. Oh. And here's the golden fleece, apparently. We have the Trojan horse, which actually, according to the book, is it's like the ending of troubles, basically. The end of troubles. Makes sense. The horizon. I love that it's the horizon, and there actually is no horizon in the image itself. You can read a lot out of that, couldn't you? The underground. Experience. There's Odysseus shooting the arrow through the axe heads to win his throne back. Midas, card about decisions. The battlefield. It's talking about is it really worth the fight, or is it something that you should just walk away from? Creation. Having a brain fart in the name of those characters, but it's the sculptor who created such a beautiful sculpture that the gods breathed life into her. And she rejected him, even though he fell in love with her while she was still a statue. God, what was the name? I can't remember their names. Metamorphosis. And we end with the endless. And this is a direct, I don't know if you've read Neil Gaiman's Sandman series, the comics, or watched the new Netflix series based on it, but the endless. So we have dream and we have death. So this is a card reminding us that in order for new dreams to be born, sometimes old ones have to die. Oh my goodness, this is let me bring this back out. Edward Scissorhands. Oh my goodness. No. This is Morpheus, who is the personification of dream, and his sister Death. Betsy, I'm going to have you come over so I can sit down and show you my collection of Sandman books. Inessa, thank you. Let's see, how is a 99 card shuffle? Surprisingly, I can shuffle 99 cards. I don't know how to try and bridge that though. But the card stock is thin enough that you can riffle shuffle 99 cards. And I think the only reason why I'm able to do this is lots of practice with Magic the Gathering in my teenage years. Yeah, it's a nice shuffle. So I was thinking it might be fun to do a deck interview spread. I've got 4 cards, I don't know, 8, 4 on the top row, 4 on the bottom row, so 8 cards total. I'll just talk about it as we do it. Oh, Betsy, you don't understand Terry Pratchett because it's that dry British humor. And he loves his puns. His whole world is puns. So, okay, let's see. How is it? It's kind of hard to. It is a big deck, I will say. Yeah, it's smooth. I'll give it that. It is definitely a thinner cardstock for those of you who like thicker cardstock. I think it was really made to be riffle shuffled, truthfully. Let's get to know you, deck. And I shuffled in all 3 Arcana that came with the deck. So the first card is who are you as a deck, right? We have the quest. So this is obviously a deck that's meant to be really used in a way that provokes thought, provokes like deep thinking, provokes like ideas and action and travel. And I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of work. This deck is a lot of work. Right? This deck will take you on a quest. Okay, let's see. I'm looking at the screen. There we go. The second card is the deck's strengths. We get the labyrinth. 2 elders right out the bat, right? So strength, it's able to help us deal with the labyrinth of life. Weaknesses, not so good with helping with decisions, right? Weakness, 7 of Cups. So, helps us with the labyrinth, but the decisions are on our own, right? It's not going to give us the answer. It's just going to help us find our way through. What message are you bringing to me now? 8 of Cups, walk away from those things that no longer serve. There's a glare. There we go. That's better. Message, how I can best work with you. Queen of Swords. So this deck is all about cutting to the truth, no holding back. Right? Favorite kind of readings for the deck. Right? High Priestess. Ooh, favorite kind of readings was deep. Well, I mean, think about it. Most people think of the High Priestess as the tarot reader, right? It loves all the tarot readings. Right? It's all about readings. It's a fun little deck, right? What are you here to teach me? Get the horizon. Yes, Beth, I agree. She says, I feel like this deck likes to be discovered, even the way it will present answers. And then the final card is just, what message does the deck bring to me right now? 10 of Pentacles. I think this deck is telling me that we're going to be good friends and we're going to be working together. I mean, this whole, it's a fun little deck, and it's definitely part of my tarot family now. I am quite happy with this spread. It is very intriguing, and yet still leaves the mystery. Right? As Beth says, the deck likes to be discovered. Ooh, it was fun. It was so much fun. Do you guys have any questions? Should I do like a couple 3-card draws for anybody with the deck? Let's test it. Let's play with it. I know it's 99 cards, so it's going to be a little different than my regulars. But yeah, we can do some 3-card readings if anybody wants. Or if you have questions, I can do my best to look up. Of course, now the deck is shuffled, so it's going to be hard to find cards, but I have the book. We can look up anything if you want to know more. If you would like a 3-card reading, just type me in the comments and let's play around. Let's do a little. Let's see. Do I have any good 3-card readings already in my banners? Let's see. Yeah, I don't really have any good ones, but let me create something fun real quick. everything, right? There we go. So, since it is Letha tomorrow anyway, let's do 3 cards. Blessings of the gods, blessings of the elements, and blessings of the ancestors. So I will start with a general for all of us, and if you would like your blessings read, please just type me in capitals. Of course, you could be, and I might not be seeing it because my chat seems to be stalled. Of course, I can't use my phone to check chat because my phone. But let's see the collective. And if my chat doesn't start working again soon, I might just thank you and move on with my day. So, blessings of the gods. We have Sisyphus, which I am going to read this one because it's part of the Elder Arcana, which is not a typical. My comments, no new comments for like the last 5 minutes. So. Okay. Blessings of the gods. Sisyphus. I can love both fair and brown, her whom abundance melts and her whom want betrays, her who loves loneliness best and her who masks and plays. I can love her and you and I can love any, so she not be true. John Donne. Interesting. King Sisyphus was a cavalier king, so much so that he allowed his overzealous wife to rule the kingdom while he was out and about whoring in the city. Realizing his wife's hubris would cause extreme retribution from the gods, this is the blessings of the gods, right? He consulted with the oracle and did as she instructed to try and save his people, even if it meant chaining his only daughter Andromeda to the cliff's edge for the sea monster to devour. When the Sisyphus card appears in a spread, it means you have become emotionally detached and distant. Although emotional detachment can sometimes be necessary when pursuing self-care, too much of a good thing may lead to a deeper disassociation from your tribe. Make connections and reach out before it's too late. The gods are basically reminding us to reach out and talk to everybody. Oh, interesting. And then we get Cassiopeia for the blessing of the elements, the very next one. Ethiopian queen Cassiopeia, full of hubris and vanity, claimed to be more beautiful than the Nereids, nymphs of the sea. Poseidon, angered by this, sent a monster to destroy Cassiopeia's country, but when this vengeance was thwarted by Perseus, the god of the sea banished Cassiopeia to the heavens, chained to a throne, and forever. When the Cassiopeia card appears in the spread, it means your heart is crammed with arrogance, spleen, and pride. Spleen and pride, that's interesting. Acknowledge that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and that you can only achieve greatness standing on the shoulders of giants. Another reminder that we're having to do this together. We're not in this alone. And the blessings of the ancestors. We get the Six of Swords. I normally don't read for this kind of stuff, but something's telling me to read for this one. Aloha, Chris. Welcome. Let's see, so this is the blessing of the ancestors, the Six of Swords. After the great battle on Salisbury Plain, where Mordred the traitor was slain, but dealt Arthur a mortal blow in return, the High King of Camelot is led to the very lake where he had been granted his sword Excalibur. With what he thinks are his dying breaths, Arthur throws his sword into the lake, thus returning Excalibur to the lady. Then a black ship arrives, carrying Morgan Le Fay and 3 other women who take Arthur's body away to Avalon, there to heal his wounds. In the Six of Swords, a similar story plays out. In this case, it's a man ferrying a mother and her daughter, presumably to safety. Both adults' expressions are pensive and somber, but the child, in her innocence and hope, looks ahead. When this card appears in a reading, it signifies a journey taken in the midst of adversity. This can be a physical leave-taking or a spiritual journey. The Six of Swords in the boat represents the trials you have already undergone and that you take with you as a reminder of all you have overcome. Use your troubles and experience to forge your character into a better and wiser you. That's the blessings of the ancestors. Oh, that is a very beautiful message. And it's fine yet. I was just trying to come up with something to fill the full hour, but we don't have to go for the full hour. Oh, this world card. I love this world. Very cool. So, Chris, since you only just got here, this is the Twilight of the Gods Tarot, the Delphic Maxim by J.S. Moore and Junka Lateknova. I think that's how you say her name. I do have links to JS's. Oh, that's weird. I'm sure my phone blanked out like that. But I do have links to JS's Etsy in the description box. And he is currently actually having a sale on all of his decks. So including this one. I'm not sure about the cloth. I think the cloth was a Kickstarter thing. Aloha, Heather. Welcome. And unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened to JS. I was hoping he'd be here, but he obviously didn't get my last few emails with the links and everything. And I've been talking so much, my tea has gotten cold. Well, this has been about 45 minutes. I have a few minutes. I can pull the deck out again if anyone wants to see any particular card. Take me a minute to find it since I shuffled everything, and there's 99 cards in this deck. Or, if you want me to just pull a card for you, let's pull a card for you. If you'd like me to pull a card from the Twilight of the Gods, just type in me and I'll do that. Otherwise, I guess I will call it a day. Next week, this time, I will be giving readings with the amazing Betsy Palmer. And I'm still not quite sure. I think we were going to do a Denise Lynn Oracle thing, right? Betsy, I'm not sure. Well, we'll have to chat after this. Gerald, there are 99 cards. And yes, Heather, there's beautiful like metallic red gilding. And the backs match the cloth, which, let me hold it up one more time. I will switch. Actually see. I actually have the reading cloth folded in half right now because it's, yeah, it's huge. But I think it's a really fun read. 99 cards. That's so, there's the regular 78 of the regular, it's basically kind of like RWS. A lot of symbolism is very similar, imagery is very similar. But then there is a extra arcana called the Elder Arcana. There are 21 cards in that, so a total of 99 in the deck. And you can keep the Elder Arcana out if you want. Trying to get back to comments. A weird lag on the computer. Oh, where'd the comments go? Oh my god, I've lost comments completely. Oh, there they are. Phew. So, Chris, they're called the Elder Arcana. So we got the Major Arcana, the Minor Arcana, and the Elder Arcana. Right? But somehow I can still shuffle all 99. A really major arcana, says Chris. Right? 99 red balloons. Yes, Heather. Especially with the red gilding here. Right? Okay. Well, since no one is asking for a card, I guess I would love you and leave you. I will be back next week this time for readings with the amazing Betsy Palmer. And yeah, I look forward to that. And then, perfect timing. Here comes the trash truck. And then after that, after the readings with Betsy next Tuesday, Beth says, how about a community general? Okay, I could do that. So yeah, next Tuesday I will have Betsy here, and then after that I will be taking July off. I will not be here July. That's why I've kind of like double booked for the last couple weeks, just so you guys have extra to catch up on during July if you wanted to, or I just was trying to make up for the missing time. But I should be back in August, and I am already looking for guests to have join me. And so let's do that community read. Beth. Let's do it as a quick 3 cards pull. What do we need to know right now? Temperance. We need to find our inner balance. Ooh, baby. The quest. We have to find our balance, especially when we're on our life's quest, right? Balance again, right? Because if we find balance in life, then we find balance in death. And when we find that true balance, that is when we are able to be reborn in a way where we are no longer stuck in that karmic cycle. Right? And the quest really is to live such a balanced life that when we pass, our heart is lighter than the feather of truth. Right? Interesting that this is the community message right now, right? And yeah, live in a way where you're in balance, not just with your inner self and outer self, but with your solitude and community, with like humanity and nature. Right? There's a lot of things to keep balanced, especially on our quests through life. So just remember, Anubis weighs our heart at the end. Is your heart heavy or is your heart light? Right? If you live in balance, it keeps the heart light. Oh my God, Diane, you're so funny. This is the lifeiest reading ever, right? You said you wanted a community general, Beth. You can't get more general than this. I mean, this is for everybody here. So, and on that note, thank you everyone for being here. And I'm sorry for the miscommunication. JS, if you're watching this. Yeah, it's a fun deck. Like I said, right now, JS is having some sales on his Etsy shop. The link is in the description. And looks like Gerald just put that Etsy listing in the comments here as well. So yeah, let me know. Did you get this deck? Are you thinking about getting this deck? Did you back the Kickstarter? And if you do have it, what do you think? What is your experience reading with it? Leave all that in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you know when I go live next. Thank you everyone for being here. Until next time, aloha. And wait, I almost forgot. I keep forgetting my little outro. Until next time, aloha and hui ho.